I'm posting in response to a conversation that I saw occurring really starting the other day on LinkedIn. I take part in a few LinkedIn groups. I'm really careful about it. I think LinkedIn groups are some of the best ways to engage with people. The unfortunate reality is that a lot of them become very spammy. I opt out of those groups. I usually send a message to the group moderator and say, hey, are you paying attention? Because there's just people posting links to their own stuff and saying, follow me and look at my stuff and check out this video. And this is particularly true, for whatever reason, businesses are bad at it, but musicians and writers are absolutely awful about promoting their own stuff and not understanding that they're just creating an advertising stream. They're not listening to anybody else, and so why should anybody listen to them? So this conversation was really about the use of hashtags. Somebody had registered a hashtag and said, now what do I do with it? And I was explaining that there's no need to register a hashtag. It really gains you no additional value. And so I went through an explanation of the hashtag. But broader than that, I went through an explanation of the idea of engaging on social. And this is what's important. I'm going to post this as a blog entry. Stop thinking about social as a medium for advertising or promoting your brand. And particularly for hashtags, stop thinking about them as a marketing vehicle. They're an information aggregator. They're a way for you to consolidate a conversation. A great example of this is Madeline Sklar's Go Girls Chat on Thursdays. She does 2 of them during the day, and it's an hour-long chat where she brings in music industry experts, and they use the hashtag GGChat to consolidate the conversation so people can take part and ask questions of this industry specialist and get answers. And at the end, she lets everybody do their one promo, and everybody retweets that promo, and it's a way to expand what they do, but it's controlled. And the thing I explained on LinkedIn was, you absolutely can and want to take a look at hashtags as something you can ultimately hijack, to use the term. Use a hashtag that is popular as long as your topic or your content, your post, is relevant to the hashtag at hand. If you simply hijack a hashtag on social, simply promoting something else, even though, for GG Chat, you use that to promote your business and something else you're doing unrelated to the conversation, you will get destroyed. The people that are part of the community will eat you up. You will gain no leverage, you'll lose leverage. And that's the important thing. So I have this mantra that I talk about in my book. I promote it on every single talk I have. Professional networking, business growth, and marketing. It's always be proactive, be positive, add value, share opportunity. So you think about that. Be proactive, be engaged, get involved, not just a disengaged post or what I call a drive-by post. You log into 5 different groups, post a link to your stuff and leave, and you aren't engaged at all. So you got to be proactive. You got to be involved in whatever social platform or networking platform you're on. Be positive. Yeah, you don't want to be the ranty conspiracy theorist. As I always tell people, you can believe your theory. I know they're true, absolutely. Chemicals sprayed, chemtrails, whatever you want to believe. That's cool. You're allowed to believe that, but you've got to keep that conversation for your Tuesday evening crazy conspiracy club. And that's totally cool. Do that there. Just don't do it on social if you want to gain any leverage, because nobody takes you seriously if you do that. Don't be the angry, ranty person. Don't be the political person. It's just unnecessary. Have those conversations one-on-one like real people do. So be positive. Add value. Are you adding value to the conversation? Are you teaching people something? Are you creating something that's entertaining, something that people can glean onto that will get them to watch what you're doing and pay attention to you? Because they're not paying attention if you're angry or upset or simply promoting what you're doing, but if you're adding value, teaching people something valuable that they can use, that's adding value. We try and do that. We're always putting out content explaining people how to use these technologies, these tools, whatever the case may be. So that's really critical. And then finally, share opportunity. Are you pointing people at other people that are in your network? Hey, I saw that somebody needs X talent or skill or product. Here's somebody in my network. Be paying attention to your network so you know what these people who have engaged with you do, so that you can refer them appropriately to the right opportunity. If you're sharing opportunity, when it comes time for you to pitch what you're doing and you've added all this value and you've been positive and you've been proactive, then when you and you've shared opportunity, then when you come back and you're saying, hey, by the way, I've got this great offer, or here's what we're doing, or we've got a new product, or we've got a new service, people are much more likely to listen. So that's kind of my lesson based on the response I had on social about, or on LinkedIn about hashtags. I'm pointing at my screen here, you can't see it. I'll have a link to that as well, so you can see the conversation and see what I posted there. And my entire post, as I explained right there, I said, this is me doing a jab. So using Gary Vaynerchuk's jab, 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 right hook. Let's give him kind of props here. This book, right? Check it out. Something you need to read and take to heart, right? So are you putting out some jabs there? Are you giving value or educating, entertaining people? That's what's going to get you leverage on social. So when I respond on LinkedIn and I'm giving them this advice, that's really just a jab. It's me putting out value, real advice, not holding back and saying, well, if you pay me, I'll give you the real advice. No, I'm giving them the actual advice. Here's how you use hashtags. Here's an example. I pointed them at, like I say, Madeline Sklar. Those are all things that I do to add value. So that's what you want to try and do. Hopefully that was helpful, and you can use LinkedIn or any social with a little more impact if you do those things. Thanks.